Hello friends. Today I'm going to talk about communication because apparently that is the topic of the day. Thanks to this mystery creature over here that you can only see the torso of. Communication is very important. And so is being satisfied in yourself and your life, because if you're not satisfied in that, then you will not be satisfied in anything or anyone else. Lesson be learned, boys and girls. You will never be satisfied in anything if you're not satisfied in your own life. And may God help whoever comes across your path while you're not satisfied with that, because they will suffer. So be wise and prevent that from happening before you say yes to anything. You must be completely sure within yourself and within your life and satisfied in both, because I know better than anyone what it's like to not be satisfied and to take it out on others. So, yes, sometimes you just need to look at things at face value before you turn the air on or implement any sort of manifestation techniques. Sometimes you just need to take things at face value. So that you can target what is bothering you or hindering you. And when you find out what it is specifically, that's when you can implement the law of attraction and choosing to be something that you want to be or you don't feel like you are. And giving the end result to yourself already. Because if you let it sway your mood or your beliefs, then it's basically all for nothing. And we don't want it to be all for nothing, because what's the fun in that? So before you, example, I'm trying to put my seatbelt on. Example, let's say you get a job that is your ideal job, but you are not in the belief system that you have the right skill set and knowledge for that job. You still think from your old self. You still think that you are not necessarily equipped mentally or in your intelligence for that job. But it's your dream job and you just randomly get it because you manifested that for yourself. You chose it for yourself. You get that dream job, but you don't believe that you have the skill set needed for it yet because you're not fully confident in yourself yet. You don't have necessarily what you want yet, but you still received your final manifestation. It's like the entire puzzle inside is missing, but you have the ultimate picture of it done, the outside of it done, but the inside is still missing. And that's never going to actually make you satisfied. That's never going to actually fulfill you. You're not going to be happy with that, because at the end of the day, you're going to be at that dream job feeling like you are inferior, just like you might have felt at your old job that wasn't your dream job. Maybe you had the skill set for that job, but you didn't like it. If you had to say it to someone else, you would have felt inferior for saying it. And you kept that feeling in you for this new job that is your dream job. And you're there, and you still feel inferior because you don't think you have the skill set. If you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, then you're not completely done. So you can't jump into something that you might want without being satisfied with yourself first and feeling like, oh, maybe this will fix the problem. It starts internally, so you can't really fix it unless you jump within yourself and tell yourself that you already have everything you need. You already are everything you want. You can do anything you want to do, and you have everything you want to have. And you're happy within yourself, and you're satisfied within your life, and everything else just comes naturally. Because if you're focusing so much on specific desires instead of how you feel within yourself, how happy you are with your life, those things are not going to actually fulfill you. They're just going to be a placeholder, and you'll end up resenting them. And that's no fun, because it makes you lose your lust for life. Because if you get everything you want and you still don't feel satisfied with it, then there's no point to anything else. Which is why I think so many successful people are suicidal and depressed. Because sometimes they get what they want, but they don't actually feel the feelings that they thought they would when they got it. And so it just all feels like it's for nothing, which I think is worse than having aspirations and not having them yet. That's much worse. And sometimes people don't realize how blessed they are to have desires and dreams and still hopes to look up to, instead of having all those dreams and realizing that they didn't fulfill you. And you're there like, what will fulfill me if having those things didn't? What is there left, you know? Like, that's so hopeless. That is so hopeless. And even if I have not had everything that I wanted to, I still have received things that I thought that I could never receive, or I dreamed to receive, and I received them, and I didn't even realize it because I had not a single ounce of satisfaction from having it at all. Which is crazy to think about. But it puts things into such a nice perspective, because at the end of the day, you can have anything, and as long as you let yourself feel joy from it and gratitude from it, then that is your dream. Peace.